Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers, Diamond Avatars, the Starborn Reborn. I hope you're doing okay. I know this has been quite a ride. The final tests, initiations that we have placed upon ourselves have been playing out, are playing out, and are fully concluding. The picture I've been given just before I came online was of a roulette table, in a casino. I used to have a little mini roulette as a kid. Just like, not just a roulette, I think it was all. Anyway, I did quite enjoy that. So anyway, it's where the dealer is putting the, what is it? The ball into the roulette swirling device. Oh my God, words are failing me, literally. And it's basically, it's like, it's about to strike midnight, but you don't know when exactly it's going to happen. This is where you place your last bets, but you don't know when that will be. So you either miss your last bet or you going all in right now, right here. There's no more warnings. This is my last energy update as it is now, for sure. I literally have been having an argument with God. It's like, really, am I doing this now? Because I mean, there are many reasons for it. Since the last activation we did, bringing in the Holy Trinity, the three within the one, I've literally felt like sucked out of it. I mean, after the activation, I literally just felt like, I mean, this was a 2-part activation. You can still access it in the description box below, the details, which was the, I don't even know anymore. Names, numbers, words. The quantum replay basically of the 818, the 1118 of the Holy Family Trinity and Grail returned. That's my legacy right there. Packed up in 8.5 hours of 2 calls, 2 activations. And that's literally us having fully returned the true divine blueprints for the new cosmic Christ, the new Karmic blueprint, us literally being the Holy Trinity, embodying this, the Holy Grail, eternal life, connecting, embodying, being our true, eternal, authentic self, true self-love, embodiment of what we're speaking about in true integrity, which is what all of this is really truly about. So not just us speaking or knowing truth, but actually embodying it. And many people have been very confused about what truth really is. Let me be very clear here. There's just one real truth. That's you seeing through the eyes and heart of God. You need to feel truth to really know it. The mind cannot figure this out. The mind is the transmitter and receiver. And yes, to that truth, there are many different perspectives, which we're all here to bring in. But there's just one truth. Cosmic God Source consciousness that sets us all free. And you can only access this as you truly fully surrender all your preconceived ideas, belief systems, thought forms you have acquired so far, let it all the way go. Any outside conditioning programming, mind control programming, which has been fully cleared in this last week. Thank you so much for all those who took part. Acquired the last group call of the Ascended Masterclasses, group call 19. But we also did a beautiful clearing of the elemental layers and levels. And again, the description details are below. It's another, I don't know, 4.5 hour call and an activation as part of this, which was almost an hour long. What was the name? The activation was Activate Your Quantum God Self in New Earth Realities. Again, there was a big focus on the elementals, and it really has helped us clear out the mind control programming, all of this distortion, interference still playing out in the field. I mean, a lot has happened since then, which I'm going to go into now. But again, 2 very powerful activations, calls you can access. The same as if you still want to take part or access my group containers, because what you get is, even though I see this all going offline now, but if you want to access some additional material, literally 20 group calls as part of tier 1, and even more so double that, plus the live group calls activations I've been offering. Another 20 or so activations and open group calls on top of that with tier 2. it's there for the taking, so to say. And they all hold the same as all of my cosmic energy updates, sacred keys and codes, activations, navigational tips. Everything I speak is an activation. This is why this helps you clear as I speak about it, activate that which I'm speaking about. So, since the last activation, I really felt like a sucked out battery. I could really feel like, okay, this is done. Completion is fully here. The signs are everywhere. I can finally fucking relax, which I've been doing, well, more or less. I also had a lot of physical stuff just to do in my own reality to bring more into alignment, and which was also part of my final initiations and tests I have set up for myself, as we have been our own script writers, directors, casting agents, producers, actors, observers of our own screenplay that has been written by the One. Where in the end, there's not even any more forgiveness to be given. Once you understand everything has been created by the One for the One, there's a divine plan at play. This has all been about a total expansion of the One consciousness for us to access what hasn't been able to be accessed before. Because as we came into physical bodies, ultimately it has been inevitable for the fragmentation of the consciousness. It went a little bit too far. It took much longer than it needed to be. It was much more painful than I have been shown than it should have been. And I'm really still asking God to show me why the delays, why the hold up. I mean, I get it, as well as, I mean, it's like one of my main things has been I speak the truth, I see the possibilities, opportunities we have at hand, but if you're just sitting there hating on me, judging me, not doing what I'm basically transmitting, we're not going to get there as quickly, quite frankly. The things that I'm speaking about remain possibilities up in the air. This is not just about me, what I'm speaking about, anyone else is speaking about. What are you truly believing, embodying, aligning with every thought, word, feeling, action you take? Okay, so you can't put this on me, can't put this on anyone in your environment, on God, no one. You are God source consciousness embodied. You have forgotten this, you have given your power away. We all have done. I've been there. I've been connected to the false light, supporting them, instead of owning my own true power and being the leader. And this is what's coming up now. So we're going to do one more activation, or rather what I'm seeing is we're not going to make it that far. We had like 7 M flares over the last, I don't know, few hours, 12 hours or so. 6 were in the duration of like just over 2 hours. And most of them were happening during our last group call 20 from the Ascension, Ascended Masterclasses group container, mentorship container. That was awesome work, really. That was another 4.5 hours so call. We did a little light language assisted activation, light language assisted, which was focusing on the healing of the womb and also the lower body. I can feel a lot happening since then. Yeah. So you need to understand everything I'm bringing online. Okay, all of these activations, whenever I speak about them, anchor them, there's so much to it. This takes everything from me. And I've really been shown after the last activation, okay, this is it. Let all the way go. Me letting go, not doing so much, letting it all collapse. I mean, there's a whole, I only just do what source tells me to do. The same as today, I had a lot of resistance of doing this cosmic energy update because quite frankly, it's like fucking 20 to 6 a.m. in the morning. I've already done a huge group call. I've been just trying to reclaim all of my life force, power, by stop giving so much, especially to the people who are watching and hating on me and judging and sitting on the sidelines and are not all in and are not getting what I'm saying, or whatever, projecting their shadow selves at me, as well as I know this is all served the purpose, but enough already. Okay, so we're not going to do this anymore. This is the last I'm giving you, fully holy. It is from the heart for those that it may still change something within them, as the last bets are on, and any moment now there will be no more chance of making a last bet, and you will see the result of the bets placed, of what horses you've bet upon. Basically, what consciousness you've been following, what you believe is possible. This will ultimately result in the level of realities you're able to access now, but rest assured, this is a full reset. What I'm seeing with the 25th, which is also the full moon in Leo. And again, I don't really adhere to any kind of moon cycles as such, because this has all been connected to mind control programming and the false net, which is basically done. I'm going to go into this a little bit more now, as well as I can't go through all of this. If you really want to access more and really get dug into this and want to put your money where your mouth is and really truly support me back also, purchase at least, tier 1 of the membership container, and you have access to all of that, which I'm not going to mention today because I just don't have the energy, aka time, and I'm done with just feeding it to people who don't fully appreciate it. And again, I don't mean everyone watching, obviously not, otherwise I wouldn't be speaking here and stop altogether. As well as everybody needs to rise fully now and really reclaim their full abundance, and then you really can support me also back and be part of these containers, so to say, as well as what we're shifting to now. I mean, it will be all about, it's not even about money, it's about, like, again, it's like supporting the people who are supporting you on your journey. And it's ultimately also about the divine, true divine feminine needs support. She needs the recognition, the acknowledgement. She needs to be nurtured. She needs to be cared for, because she's been caring and nurturing and giving so much. And finally, the field has been ready for me to pull all the way back. My own divine inner masculine is fully on board, where I'm really safeguarding my energy, my healing energy frequency, the time I give. You have got no idea what it has taken from me to share everything I share, everything I had and more. And I don't say this from poor me, blah, blah, blah. It's just people really don't get this unless they ultimately do what I'm doing, more or less. Just doing these activations takes so much out of me energetically. And I've just been shown. And it's like with so little support I've been getting and so much hate, the balance has been way off. And I just stopped doing this now. This is the only way I can stop the takers from overtaking. And again, I'm sharing this for all those overgivers out there, to stop bending over backwards to support those who can't appreciate you. Enough already. You cannot ascend without bowing down to the divine feminine inside of you. This is beyond any person. This is you bowing down to your own true divine inner feminine wisdom, knowing, feeling, gnosis. This is you accessing real truth, connecting to true divine cosmic consciousness, the Holy Spirit embodied through you. This is the only way you know truth. You can't think your way through ascension. So let go of all these preconceived ideas, thought forms, belief systems, dogmatism, putting things into boxes, dogmatizing, symbolizing, like this is like the issue has been, people are afraid of their own shadows, they project them out, okay? This is all about you stop demonizing people. You stop putting it into boxes, you stop, I mean, even the idea of Satan or the Antichrist, we like to put it into some forms. I mean, ultimately, it's the same as when I said, I asked the boss and he said, it's time, the field is ready. Ultimately, it's not me speaking to some man in the sky, okay? This is Mother, Father, God. Like the only time it was ever represented to me was like Mother, Father, God, but I understood there were one, and it's just a super consciousness field, and just us little humans like to symbolize it into something. But it's way beyond this, the same as we are way beyond just our own little identity here. We are everything unified. Don't put yourself into boxes. You are everything. You are shadow and light. And you embracing your shadow self, your fear monsters, facing them, pushing all the way through, dissolves all of these demons, dark entities, which basically we have projected out onto the holographic screen. They have taken on a life of their own, uncontrollable, running amok in this false simulation, okay? Because we can't own our own shadows, because people think they are good and the others are bad. We're all good and bad. You can only fully reclaim your power as you fully embrace your dark side, your shadow self. Seriously. And people have been projecting onto me that I'm like somehow hijacked, or I'm something demonic. I'm some dark feminine, where they have been feeding the dark feminine, have been fucked with in their own mind, because they don't really embrace their own dark shadow self and project it back onto the walls, and what they see is like totally murked by their own belief systems, and where they don't own their own primal life force energy. Because your true power is held within your dark side. You have to embrace that, your shadow. Merge it, alchemize it. You don't identify with these, figures, but you become one with everything. That's the only way you can come to true divine union with all of creation, with God. God is everything. God is also Satan. Like, I've had moments twice, and it was actually when I had sleep paralysis, before I knew that it might be, that it is, a gateway to the other side, so to say. Because you're in fear, you can't move, you're like negative. Shadow beings are like freaking trying to wreak havoc on you, and you can't freaking wake up. It's a pretty frightening state. And I had literally Satan, a kind of like, or the devil, whatever you want to call it, the Antichrist. I mean, just think of Lucifer, he's the light bringer. That is not for no reason, that name, okay? You're compartmentalizing, demonizing, putting things into boxes, dogmatizing. It's not helping. It's what creates this. So anyway, in those two states of sleep paralysis years ago, when I still haven't fully seen through all of the veils of what's really at play here in a false light and how it shows up in our realities, I had Satan, the devil, whatever, turn up twice at kind of in my reality, in those states of consciousness. But even in that instant, in those instances, I could still understand that it was my own fears projected outward. So it was like, whoa, you don't want to see this. You don't want to recognize, these energies showing up, especially when you feel totally helpless and immobile and can't protect yourself. I mean, in any of those moments, generally, I just go total into the everythingness, just connecting to source, connecting to Godhead, connecting to love. That's all you really ever need to do. I've been in some really deep abysses within the one consciousness to resolve all of this. It's as long as you're connected by a golden thread to source, that's all you need to be. That will see you through everything. Because you remember, everything you can perceive, conceive, experience is part of your own imagination projected out. So your own fears, doubts, worries, insecurities, deepest held beliefs, expectations of reality, what you believe to be real. That's why the reprogramming has been so huge. So anyway, with the 25th, I see, and it's really happening before then. Again, this is not just down to me, as well as I've been shown. I mean, my ascension is assured, otherwise we'd be fucked. Again, this is down to the blueprint I carry. This doesn't come from arrogance, this comes from authority. If I don't speak and know the truth, because of what I'm holding here, on behalf of the Cosmic Mother of dragons, the creator of all life, that I'm here to embody, transmit. It's beyond my little person here, okay? It's obviously a massive consciousness we all have access to, but I'm here to really return the true cosmic history records, the real truth. And I understand why not many people get it and project all kinds of things at me. As well as this is just where all of these illusions fully end, and the real truth, 2020, pure crystalline vision is returned as you fully surrender to the heart. So on the 25th, for the Leo full moon, and again, it's more about the symbology of what's behind it. Because as you know me, if you know me, I don't really give much about astrology, as well as I take my bits and pieces from my reality where I see fit. Could be from anywhere. I weave reality together. I take what resonates, I leave the rest. Everybody holds a little bit of, truth, untruths, some more or less. Anyway, so Leo for me is very much connected to the divine masculine rising. The divine masculine rising is the true real event, okay? Because he hasn't been able to be embodied here. What I've also been shown is that the true divine feminine had to birth the masculine. So we literally had to show the masculine how to be true divine masculines. Because again, there's a whole interdimensional thing. It's the way the reality have worked, the hijacking of codes, identities, okay, but the masculine has been totally hijacked, has been totally misled. And abused, used through the false light. So they've been serving the false light, the false feminine, and have projected their own shadow aspects onto the true feminine and held her for the false. And I mean, I've experienced this throughout many, many lifetimes. It's the same as, again, it's like the oracle in Delphi tells the truth. Again, it's not even about her making up the truth, it's her just transmitting truth from the Godhead. This and this is going to happen, the kingdom is going to fall, that war, blah, 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 that's what you need to do. And the kingdom falls, and she's been made responsible as if she's created it. No, this is not how this works, okay? From now on, I've been shown no matter what anyone does or doesn't do, and this is really the time where the players who've been sitting on the benches, on the sidelines, who have been kind of in a hanged man position, how we want to call this, who have been doing their own work, fulfilling their own purposes and missions, as well as not fully stepping up. It's the both end. As they fully step up, I mean, this is all down to, you know, I mean, it's a divine unfoldment, as well as source is always self-correcting. If some people are not stepping up, other people will step up one way or another. Some of us are assured, you know, full ascension. Again, we're all getting out of the false fear matrix, but how quickly, how exactly that's going to unfold is still very much up to these key players. And I've been speaking about this a lot. So this is about the original twin flames, counterparts, tribes, grey lines, magic grey queens and kings, cosmic dragons, those that hold the true cosmic history records, the true blueprints for reality, okay, whose main job that is to correct their own blueprint for them to fully rise. And this is especially down to the masculine fully rising now. So we are giving this one last push. Again, this is already in the field. This is already unfolding. We're not waiting for any call, as well as soon as you sign up for it, you're going to be highly activated, okay? This is true magic unfolding in the field. That is the diamond sun god, goddess, fully returning, the diamond avatar, the son of God, son and daughters of God, okay? It's us fully multidimensionally merging with our already always ascended master self, with that parallel reality where all realms, all worlds have already merged as one, which is us fully merging with our multidimensional self. Getting very hot. The plasma. And yeah, that's just it. So I've been shown no matter what anyone does or doesn't do, we are now God sovereign and free in our own happy bubble, especially since the 17th. And this is where the tables truly change and shift, and the magnetic field and poles complete the collective consciousness shift. Again, we had loads of solar flares. The party is on. We also had KP4 during our call. That was truly epic today. So thanks again to my group container. So I looked up, which I don't usually am called to, but again, I just go with the flow of what a full moon in Leo stands for, because again, the Leo is very much for me connected to the divine masculine rising. And you know, the Lyrans, us having repaired the 12th Stargate connection, also with our last activation, and these aspects coming fully online. So the little bit I found, I'm just going to read out about Leo. Leo in the regal, Leo is the regal lion of the zodiac. It embodies the energies of leadership, compassion, vulnerability, strength, and love. The full moon in Leo is the time to find what makes you shine your brightest and embrace the part of yourself. Embrace that part of yourself despite any fear of rejection. So this is where ultimately the divine masculine within us all rises, starts to roar, speak your real, raw, honest truth, which is setting everyone free, fully rising your leadership. I need all the cosmic dragons, magic grey queens and kings to rise. The core of the cosmic monad needs to fully rise, okay, and give it all of you to fully break through this false matrix as you see it for what it is. It's a false simulation. You stop feeding it. As you stop demonizing things outside of you, okay, these monsters disappear. So what I saw happening on the 17th, so whenever I was able to tune into the field, I mean, massive work is obviously happening. And thank you so much for everyone who's doing the work, but is now ready to fully step up in their leadership position, okay? Again, this is about you. It doesn't matter what you do, what you think your purpose and mission is. It's ultimately about you fully knowing and owning your truth of what you're doing is the best you could have done. Because those who have not really been fulfilling their true purpose and destiny and who've been misled by the false light have noticed this by now. And there are massive course correction to be made between now, 555, and the last bet being called out. You don't know when that is going to happen. It's a frequency. It will be before the 25th, I feel. Esha Nakiati. No more warnings, no more talking to walls, no more the divine feminine pleading with people to get it. You either get it or you don't. Everything is fine. It's just, this needs to be spoken from where it's spoken from. The call earlier on was a whole different frequency. It's depending on who I'm speaking to. Because Source already knows who's listening. Eshanata. And again, it's only like if you feel affected, triggered, that's, you know, where you should be looking at. If not, you're all good. And you will fully agree with what I'm saying here. So what I was shown is, and I was part of, on the 17th, that was literally the big final battle, was one between the polarities. This is where the tri-wave fully took over, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail, fully overwriting any bipolar distortions by wave in the field. All of this victim-victimizer consciousness, it's done with, okay? What that looks like is, so the whole message was, they are done. So the false light, false leaders, imposters out there, they're freaking done and they know it. What did I see the next day? The first thing as a confirmation, 3 of the royal family being in hospital. I think they're adding to it. Basically, Dempster is in the UK. Them stepping back temporarily and Prince Anne taking over, whatever. I mean, it's all bullshit anyway. But they are representing the false royalty, which is what the true magic grail kings and queens and cosmic dragons fully rising is what we are replacing. They can only step down as we fully replace them and really step up in our power. So I could also see the final dragon eggs fully rising, cosmic dragons. This was also us fully reclaiming our sovereignty, and this is done. Eshanata karate. So this is where the tables have truly turned, and many of us can feel a huge shift in their energy because it's basically the tri-wave taking over. It's the higher God source frequencies fully taking over, being emitted through us. And anyone who has too many reversals, inversions within the one consciousness, in their consciousness, reversals are inversions in consciousness, okay? You're not seeing things quite correctly through the eyes of God, through the 0-point field. And anyone with too many reversals, such as really fallen consciousness, will get very sick right now and die. Just the way it goes. So they've been very happy in these bipolar frequencies, where now it's basically us feeling really starting to feel like, yay, that's the kind of hologram I can play with. And I'm starting to feel good now. I'm starting to feel rejuvenated. But again, part of that is no longer overgiving and feeding into the distortions of this bipolar madness that we've been through of narcissists versus codependence, service to self versus service to others. It's, you know, all of that stuff. Ultimately, again, it's about shadow and light merging, you merging your true divine angelic self with the fallen angelic, because you are all parts, you are everything, until you feel no more separation, as well as you have very clear boundaries and discernment. It's the both end. So right now it's really like, okay, the people I vibe with, they will also give back to me, nurture me back. So it will be a whole different experience. You sharing your wisdom, gnosis, healing energy, frequency, which is your true currency, your true wealth, your worth, your value. With those who really appreciate it, it's a wholly different feeling. You will come back from it nurtured, revitalized. You amplify one another's energy. I feed you, you feed me. In comparison to just giving, and there's not much coming back from the field. Again, everything is felt here. Doesn't matter what you pretend. So with the 25th, the activation we are going to be doing will be all about bringing the divine masculine fully online. It's already in the field. There's literally no other way. And it's all about basically us, the diamond avatar, fully rising, and the sun god is returning. Details are below in the description box if you want to take part in the 25th or the quantum replay. Again, this is a whole activation window happening, unfoldment, the icing on the cake, as well as it's all already here. But people who know are taking part in my activations, they're truly very powerful, as well as the wisdom gnosis shared there. It has a whole other level of power. And yeah, you need to also give back to me in order to access that level of information, those codes, those keys who really help you to accelerate your own ascension journey. Okay? All right. So I see this literally, everything is there. This is a supernova of the One Heart Mind event. Our hearts fully, this is the heart awakening, which brings in online the conscience of everyone, where people will just see the truth, do the right thing. As long as they're in alignment, have their heart open enough, it will literally be like this collective awakening where, oh wow, like I see a huge, I mean, this definitely is disclosure, as in the truth is being revealed, all secrets are being revealed, whether they are being revealed from people in the last second or whether you will just know. And it doesn't matter how hard this is, it only is ever being revealed to us, these harder truths, as we deepen into more levels of love, where you can take it, quite literally, where you're like, oh my God, the horrificness of all of this shit. I mean, at this point, I'm like, I know some big truth is coming that is being also revealed to me. I'm like, oh my God, I mean, how much more can it be? Literally, I don't think there is anything that could still shock me. But I mean, I'm obviously, you know, always open for surprises, so to say. And I mean this very neutral way. It's more like, okay, whatever. It's just part of it. As well as we will be able, as you fully let go of your own identity to your story and your personality and what it means to you, it's just like, it's just another story that you're now ready to let go of. Like I know since I've done this whole forgiveness thing at a very deep level, there was more on the 17th coming up in regards to the anger with the masculine, because I knew they were also like healing, clearing their own guilt and shame and really fully clearly seeing what's really been going on. But it's like, I mean, you know, there's just so much understanding, compassion you can have without like just really totally detaching at this point, where it's like, whatever happens, happens, whatever doesn't. You fully let go. This has been all about the art of detachment. And again, us all passing our last tests and initiations. For me, it looked like very much like just let it all go. There's no one you need to, you know, keep sharing everything with everyone. Most of them that lets you, you know, feel sucked out of it, like doing these things at crazy hours. And it takes so much from me putting all of this stuff together, not to mention hold energetically and the whole build up to it all. And most people just don't even get it, don't appreciate it, don't say thank you even, don't even push a like button, don't support me back. And it's enough now. It really is. And again, I'm speaking this from within the oneness, because you need to be truly done with that, as well as, you know, I mean, again, everything is going to shift. I can't even speak on this level of technology. I mean, I barely got my laptop to work. It didn't work early on. For the group call, I had to do it on my phone. You know, also, yeah, look out for the glitches. So the glitches I've noticed, where in your reality, where's your landscape changing? So I have one example, 2 shops I go to in my kind of where I go shopping, you know, in that area. 2 shops which are close to one another, but I knew there were other shops between them. I think a couple, as far as I remember. Again, sometimes afterwards you're wondering, was there, wasn't there? But anyway, so now they're directly next to one another. And I was like, really? Because then usually I need to go to that shop, then that shop, you know, it's like kind of like a whole thing, like not thing, but I think about, you know, which one I go first to, sort of thing, depending on what time I get there as well, before they close and the other one closes later. Anyway, that's also why I noticed in a way, I guess. So anyway, so some shops are missing now. So that has changed. Then another thing, something that disappeared in my home, which I know it should be there, and it's just not. I looked everywhere, no idea what happened to it. So it can be the same for things just appearing in your reality, in your home, in your, you know, because again, all of this is you projected out. And then the other thing was when I went with my daughter and her stepsister to the cinema, I was like already, you know, I wasn't really looking forward to it. Like I don't rarely ever go to the cinema. First of all, it's all way too loud, you know, the sound goes up and down, and yeah, it's just, you know, I mean, there's hardly anything really to watch, worth watching. Anyway, so obviously also did it for her, as well as there was some interest of me, although the film was much worse than I anticipated. It was also a musical. It was Mean Girls too, for anyone who wonders, which has been highly sexualized, and it was all about, I don't know, big boobs and bums, and just like, oh my God. Several people actually walked out of the cinema. No surprise in Ireland. Now, anyway, the only thing that made this whole experience bearable was the reclining chairs. And the thing is, that cinema, I've been there a few times before, has not had these modern, new reclining chairs. There's been no advertisement about it. Like, I know one cinema in Ireland so far that I used to, well, I went to once, that has these chairs, you know, where you actually are comfortable instead of constantly, because it's another thing I hate about the cinema. It's like, oh my God, you're just so uncomfortable. So it's like just making it through the 2 hours. It's like, doesn't matter how good the movie is, it's uncomfortable. And I wasn't feeling great physically that day either. So it was like not looking forward to it. And it was like, as we sat down, it's like, reclining chairs, miracles are happening, because I literally earlier on said this, like an hour or so before, you know, oh my God, I really wish, you know, they had reclining chairs. So this is where your reality changes and shifts. Sure, you can make up reasons for that in your own linear mind, or what are you focusing on? So these are the glitches in the matrix. I had someone of my group container telling me about who's visiting another continent in Australia, and what I could see and observe was basically people with negative dark energies, literally, like as she was bringing in a high frequency into their space, like coming in contact with them, literally like the face dissolving in front of her, like them, basically the masks coming off. So you're seeing what you're seeing through their masks, but it wasn't something other people would be observing around you. They might get an inkling of it, but might not be fully aware of what's happening, because you are operating from a whole other frequency bandwidth level of truth. But as you're seeing through the illusions, through the hologram, through the false, the masks fall, the illusions disappear, your hologram is shifting and changing. I mean, I know from people in my group we exchanged today, I mean, so much beautiful keys and codes of the shifts and changes happening within and now around them, because first you feel it and then you see it in your environment, where you align, everything aligns. Okay, and everything comes into true alignment, everything just flows to you. The flow state is true alignment. Like I was really battling through like 2 or 3 days this week where I had to do a lot of physical stuff, and I really just felt like I just want to do nothing. I wish I didn't have to do this, as well as obviously I always have a choice, but I knew it was the highest alignment to do them and push through, so to say. Because this was part of my test, bringing the whole spiritual and physical into full alignment. And again, we all have different tests, okay? So again, what I need to do might not be what you need to do right now. For me, it's pulling all the way back, really anchoring Mother's super magnetism, the true receiver state, no longer overgiving, pushing through, trying to make it happen. Okay, I've done more than enough, more than enough. This is where I'm now in receiver mode, and I will be supported. The right people will come into my field, our true soul family. It's all here now, real support that nurtures me back where I know, because ultimately the last step is me. I need to be in joy and love. I need to be just now doing my work from an overflowing cup. And I've been sucked dry by this whole process, because people have literally not stepped up, and there's no other way of doing it. And I'm not saying everyone, but again, if it triggers you, then there's something to that. So this is where people are going to, you know, make the wrongs right if they want to align with their real true self, because the conscience, your heart, is fully awakening, and otherwise, you know, you'll be suffering. So this is where the true divine feminine is going to be supported, seen for who she truly is, no longer a case of mistaken identity. no longer projecting your shadow aspects onto her, again, onto the heart, the mind making the heart responsible for what went wrong. No, 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 no. It's you being caught in your own false ego self, mind, that is being fully transcended here. Now, that's us fully awakening from the dream, okay? Dissolve all remaining illusions, the false matrix, as you see through them. Remember, it's not really real. That's the only way you dissolve it, okay? You each need to do this for your own. Those of us fully having merged with the multidimensional self, got sovereign and free, done the forgiveness, done the full integration, looked at all our shadow aspects there right now, are really seeing the shifts. And again, it's not about if you're not fully there yet, that is not happening. I'm saying this from the place of this is in the field, this is available now. Stick with it, be the observer. You need to go into the feelings. Anyone who's been suppressing, who's been spiritual bypassing, trying to be in love and light and high vibration, but not really embracing and integrating their shadow self, they will notice by now. Because they will be really struggling. Like even as I had to push through this physical stuff, it was still, as I was staying in full alignment and flow state, it was all coming together. You know, and I didn't get everything done I wanted to do, but I was proud of myself. I managed to get a beautiful balance into place where I honor my needs as well as that of those around me and that are dear to me and that I also like to give back to. But this is all about you managing your own energy, no longer wasting it on the people who are just taking and not giving back. This is key. This is you stopping to feed black hole systems, quite frankly, at a big level. Okay, and all of these false matrices, all of this has been closed down. Parallel, inner earth, fully merging as one. All of these fallen timelines fully cleared. No more freaking timelines. We have changed history. We have collapsed all these fallen timelines, realities, to now have full quantum access. Again, I can't tell you what this looks for everyone, how this is exactly going to shift. The next 48 hours are absolutely pivotal, roughly, maybe less, and where everybody, how far everybody is jumping. And again, it's not about you doing anything big out there, okay, like doing something public. This is who are you being? Are you really embodying what you're talking about, what you believe in? Bringing everything into full alignment with the cosmic Christ principles, the ethics, the morals, the virtues, which you know from within your heart when you're in alignment with real truth or not. Otherwise, you're just confused, and that's okay. But just fully surrender all of your preconceived ideas, belief systems, and literally, this is full surrender. You need to be able to just say, hey, I'm happy to die now. God, Source, the Holy Spirit, just take me, show me the truth. I'm your willing servant, use me. This is the only way you're going to ascend. This is what I had to go through. But now it's time for us who've done all this work to really earn our rewards, as we call it, basically in our own inheritance, our own worth, our own value. Like I've really gotten to a state of pure, true, divine self-love, alignment. I'm happy with myself. I love myself truly deeply. And I'm no longer taking shit. I'm no longer going to keep overgiving. And as well as, you know, I love giving, but I also know I'm calling in now all the support, all the resources, all the abundance. This is us calling in our own inheritance. But this only happens when you really, truly feel worthy from deep within. You are your own judge. You are your own, you know, you are weighing your own heart against the feather. Symbolically speaking. If you really tuned into your heart, not your mind, of what you think is right or wrong, you feel this. Okay? And your mind catches up. So this is where all remaining illusions, the false matrix fully dissolves as you see through the illusions, the false. You remember what's really real. You use your supernatural gifts and abilities for the good of all. They're being super highlighted right now. Good, new gifts coming online, the old ones super amplifying. Every time I'm tuning into the field, it's like, whoa. Any of the healing work we're doing, again, it's been super amplified as all your own blocks, you know, clear for all the work we've been doing. That's why the inner work, the shadow work is so important for me. Part of my shadow work is literally more self-care. You know, it looks different for everyone. I mean, I've been through all the other shit already, but you get me. So don't be afraid of your own power. No more, ever again. Okay, don't give it away. by you suppressing your own shadow aspects and project them onto the wall, by you not owning all of yourself, the good and the bad. Again, your strengths and weaknesses exist in the opposite polarities also. So your strengths are your weaknesses are your strengths. Okay, every positive has a negative, every negative a positive. Let's take, for example, my tenacity, willpower. Also, the negative side of it is sometimes I don't know when to let go and let it be. But I have learned the art of detachment, and I know this is my true superpower now. Everything that has been a challenge for you to achieve is truly what you're here to teach, to share, to be the example of. Because we shift our reality as we shift, not through what we believe in, not through us sharing opinions and belief systems. It's us being what we're speaking about, being in true alignment, integrity with that, with your truth, with real truth, ultimately, not with false inverted truths. That's what gets the blueprints all tangled up, our DNA. So this has all been about an expansion of our blueprints consciousness, literally doubling them, multiplying, which has been held by the masculine, feminine blueprint, splitting into two, and now you're becoming whole within yourself, both 100%, 100% together, 200, or rather 300 together in divine union with source. But this is happening in your own blueprint as you fully come to true divine union, the Holy Trinity within, embodying that consciousness. Again, my activations really do assist you with that, but you still need to do the inner work, truly. So this is for us all to access more than we ever had access to before, full multidimensional access, infinite possibilities, all dimensions, realities, realms, universes, fully unified as one divine organic creatrix field, through your own consciousness, through your own multidimensional integration, limitless access, travel. This is where the cosmic egg, the vessel, fully cracks, okay, and all the delusions, illusions fully disappear. Because this is all clearing fully up right now. Enake, ususha, enaya. So we've been bringing the heart and the mind into union. Now the last step was the cosmic womb, fully healing. This is your holy chalice configuration, the three dantians, so to say, upgraded level. This is you embodying the Holy Trinity, where now full creative power is coming fully online. Oh yeah, one card I wanted to share from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, which fits in, is the number 6, the cosmic womb, the divine feminine came up, and it's very much in alignment with everything we're speaking about. Again, the light is not great, but it's a very silvery, wispy energy. Yeah. Hope you can see this somewhat. So I just wanted to read this out because it's very much on point of what's fully healing coming online, our creativity, the cosmic KRYSTAR coming out to play and having fun with its reality again. That's how you enter the gates of heaven. That's why I need to do full self-care and really just be and do the things I want to do and not just pushing through and making the shit happen. And again, this allows also everyone else to rise up. And I see the signs, amazing work again from my group container, truly, of seeing what's blossoming there and coming fully online. Again, one now moment to the next, everything shifts and changes. You just need to say yes to what your heart tells you and keep overwriting your stupid monkey mind. Done. All right. So number 6, cosmic womb, creativity, the divine feminine. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant, or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment as your curiosity is piqued. You're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step is the direction of your dreams and desires, is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realms. So this is the cosmic womb fully healing. It's been a big mission of mine for sure. This is where all of the miscreations of reality are fully clearing out, healing. And we can birth fully give birth to the true creativity led by true divine guidance, where you have no attachment to the outcome, to any of your creations, endeavors, journeys, adventures. You're just the cosmic Christ child, ready to play, enjoy life, not afraid of nothing anymore, because you understand, remember, everything is you. You're the whole cosmic projected out. So this is where we become truly God-sovereign and free, where no one is going to fuck with our realities anymore, because we won't let them. Truly unfuckable, unbreakable, invincible. As you become one with source. Ashanake, kuna kukushta, aina, kera tete nunca, ainata. All fragmentation, separation fully healed from within one consciousness. That's your true, eternal, starborn self, fully reborn. Okay, so this is where the sun god, goddess. Ultimately, this is true divine union coming fully online in the physical. The 25th is massively highlighted, and again, it's beyond that date of true divine unions coming together in the physical. I know some of us will definitely make it and anchor this all the way in, okay? And it's not about your relationship status. Don't hold on to no one, nothing, no place, no people, no things. This is all about fully letting go of this false matrix, fully surrendering to source. All you need to know is that you will be supported by source, by the universe. Everything is aligning for you. I mean, I let go of any kind of specific outcomes, ideas beyond. I know that I'm assured ascension, and this is all going ahead, and all my biggest, wildest dreams are becoming fulfilled one way or another. But I don't need them to look like anything specific beyond fully crystalline new way of realities. Truly, this is what I'm here for. This is what I carry within, and this is what you carry within. This is what I'm here to remind you of. But again, this is beyond what I'm telling you, what's available. What can you access? Because we're all accessing something else right now. It's what can you imagine? What are your deepest held beliefs, expectations? Okay? And don't worry, wherever you end up, at least you're out of the false matrix, and then you can ascend in a much nicer way, so to say. But yeah, there are some big truths coming online, unveiling, secrets being revealed. That might not be nice in the midterm, but as your heart fully opens, you're able to take it. Every time I've been shown deeper, darker truths, my heart was able to take it. Okay, it's the same as the people who are working with me. They have transcended enough of their false ego self, their separate self, are enough in this unity consciousness to, even if they feel triggered or whatever, they still keep going and keep integrating this further, keep expanding their consciousness, and are passing the tests, so to say. Now, again, it's never too late to do the right thing. There's always only now, but you know, literally, it's striking midnight. That's all I can say to that one. It's the both end. So with the 17th, they are done. On the 18th, it was announced that the royal family is stepping back to an hospital. I think it's free now or whatever. They have health problems. And I mean, there's a lot more behind all of that. They're done. Eshunata. So the false royals are taken down as the true magic whale queens and kings fully reclaim their power, not waiting for any ETs, any false freaking politicians, or God himself to come down on earth and rescue us all. We are the ones we've been waiting for. If not us, who then? If not now, then when? You want to wait for the next fucking Jupiter, Pluto cycle? I don't care. I seriously, at this point. On the 18th, I just said, on the 19th, I could see the completion of karmic lessons, final detachment from the false matrix illusions, any karmic density, ancestral curses, hexes, spells, black magic that has kept the twin flames especially apart. All the fucking fuckery, fucking with us, fuck you. Seriously, done. Everything back to sender. Everybody here has brought this upon themselves, what they're experiencing right now. Let me be very clear. You create your own reality. Breaking through ancestral patterns, narcissistic codependent traits that no longer serve us, ultimately coming to a place of true divine self-love, worth, wholeness, peace, and unity within, no longer seeking love outside of us to fulfill us. So also my tip to any twin flame, you know, people who connect to this term, go beyond that. Ultimately, I don't care what anyone is. It's all about following love. You know, you don't choose who you love. It's, you know, love rules without rules, truly. You don't need to put this into boxes, into compartmentalization. You just love who you love. You let it take you to wherever, boundlessly, and you see where it leads you. There are no guarantees in life. You need to be the happy fool in all of this, and it will always lead you home. Love, your heart, will always lead you home. It doesn't always look like you think it does, and there's a lot of heartbreaking in the middle of it, but as Rumi says, you have to keep breaking your heart until it opens, until you understand it's really just the perception of reality, of what's even happening here, that's breaking your heart, but again, it's opening it. All right, so the other opposite, obviously, is people closing their heart down, but that really just happens through you continuously lying to yourself and not being true to yourself. Okay, it doesn't happen from you loving people. These are the inversions, okay? And what we're accessing now is it doesn't matter what happened, doesn't happen, what people do or don't do. It's never going to break your heart, so to say, anymore, or close it down, because you understand none of this is really personal. You understand why people are doing the things they're doing. And you love yourself so much that nobody can take that level of self-worth, self-love away from you ever again. And it's not going to be the end of the world, whatever happens, okay? That's true empowerment. That's us being brave hearts, using all of the pain and suffering, all of these experiences to alchemize, to keep deepening into greater levels of true divine self-love, true love, okay? Not fake love, not false light love, real true love, which is tough love, soft love within the omni love. It's everything, okay? True love is, if you really want to love someone, speak the truth. That's you truly loving people. Not these inversions of consciousness where you think you need to be nice, compassionate, a good person. Okay, it's all been inverted. All of this love, all of these words. You need to see beyond the words and really feel into the encryption behind people. And again, when I even speak about false light, you know, teachers, gurus out there, whatever, leaders, I mean, a lot of them have been hijacked themselves beyond their own knowing, connected with false angelics, ascended masters, entities that have been, you know, not really, or had fallen themselves, or were not, you know, were imposters at the astral level. It happens in real life and in the astral, or whatever, you know, multidimensional space. And then there are obviously the ones who are really doing this on purpose. I mean, many out there have just digressed in their own consciousness through, like, because this takes a lot out of you. You being constantly attacked, trying to be taken down by the opposition. I mean, I understand where people have cracked and turned. And most of them don't even see it as they turn. They believe their own lies and their own inversions within the consciousness. That's what they're teaching, okay? Like, you really need to figure this out for yourself. You need to keep feeling into it. Because again, everybody has some truth. And everybody's not over, you know, nobody holds all the truth. Ultimately, again, you have your own keys and codes. You need to know your own mission, purpose, destiny. You hold this within your own DNA. Don't let anyone else tell you that. They can give you, you know, certain activations, but ultimately you're the only one, okay, who can return your own true, real, authentic self, your own unique energy, frequency signature, which is you literally completing your part of the puzzle of the cosmic monad and bringing this blueprint fully online. So I see the key dates of the 22nd was big for bringing this fully online, healing all parts of us, aligning all of us with this new Cosmic Christ blueprint. So the 22nd till the 27th, I see as key dates for the full and final rising and quantum leaping into all new free worlds. I really see this before then, and infinite quantum possibilities for them to become really real, especially for the forerunners. Again, I can't speak for how this unfolds for each one of us, okay? That's down to your own imagination, quite frankly. So instead of imagining the worst, imagine all the things that could go well. Your imagination is your superpower, your strongest one. This is what creates reality, literally. Whatever you believe to be true, deepest held expectations and realities. And everybody needs to experience this now for themselves. Eshanata. So notice the matrix glitches, notice the positive changes. The more you focus on this, the more you create. Because whatever you focus upon, whatever you fight, resist, judge, you keep feeding. Okay? What do you pay energy, attention to? Life force, time. So this is where the true magic grail queens and kings, cosmic dragons, the true guardians of all new free worlds, rise fully in their true power as the leaders. No more waiting for no one. No more listening to what everybody else has to say. The best way to predict the future, is to write it yourself. Again, this is what you're constantly transmitting: thoughts, words, feelings, beliefs, actions. It's not you just reciting some affirmations for a few minutes every day. You have to live it, be it. Be the change to make the change happen. So this is, again, with the 25th, the full moon in Leo, where we do this activation of bringing the sun god fully online, the sun goddess, the diamond avatar, okay? Tracking the vessel, the cosmic egg, the MERKABA light ship, fully igniting the masculine and feminine, fully reuniting in true divine union, one way or another. The return of the full true divine masculine, fully here now. Ushanakiyate. Timelessly, this is quantum. Enata. So no longer allow anyone, any sources to influence your creation, your timelines, your realities. Again, there are no more timelines. It's just quantum realities, where I see it. Take what resonates, leave the rest as always. This is where 2020 full crystalline clear vision returns as we purify through our crystalline heart centers. I mean, it's a happening. Just fully surrender to source, truly. That's the only thing you fully have to do. Surrender to the divine feminine within, bow before her, fully keep surrendering your mind to your heart for the quantum mind to fully take over. I mean, this is what we've been busy doing, bringing the heart and mind into full union. The cosmic womb fully healing is what's bringing true you being able to literally create freely, at will, now, but also fully aligned to their blueprints and fully brought online and have been doing the deep heart inner work and now show everyone what's truly possible if you do that work that many have been avoiding. Fully realign with your true, eternal, authentic diamond avatar self in no time whatsoever. It's a consciousness you embody. So this is where we fully rise. All right. So let go of all attachments, compartmentalization, separating yourself from any other. Stop demonizing. Stop projecting them onto the walls. Again, demons, entities are ultimately our fears. We've externalized, projected onto the walls. They have created life on their own. We've been taking this all down as we fully dived into the shadow self and transmuted our fears into every time you push through a major fear. Literally, that's you igniting your DNA blueprint, because that's you in true divine self-love. You're following your heart, following love, following your inner God-given guidance. And that's you basically quantum leaping, jumping. The bigger the fear, the bigger the quantum leap. I've done it many times. That's you living in truth, speaking truth. That's you shifting reality. Truth is everything. That's why I'm so passionate about this. And again, there's only one truth that sets everyone free, but it does encompass many perspectives. But yeah, this has to be felt. I mean, it can't be put into words, because every time we use words, people get compartmentalized and separation sets in and all of that. So God is everything, so are you. Stop sacramenting, putting it into boxes. That is enough, judging. I mean, this is the end of, like, the final judgment day is the end of judgment. The same as true forgiveness is understanding there's no forgiveness needed, because we have created all as one truly from within the one consciousness, and there's no one to blame anymore. That's us fully transcending victimizer consciousness and only taking all of our power back, responsibility, accountability for the realities we are constantly co-creating as one. There's only one of us here, fully dissolving all separation, all of these illusions, the fragmentation. This is the one family truly reuniting through the original tribes, twin flames, counterparts, gray lines, founder races, fully reuniting, ultimately happening within your own DNA blueprint, the 12, aka now 15 physicalized strands of DNA, triple helix, merging past, present, and future, all versions, all worlds as one. Esha kanata, kinasakuri, kanatana. So you will access now the level of dimensional realities that you are fully frequency aligned with. This is down to you. Can't give this to anyone. And yeah, this is it. Write your own new life story. Okay, it's a blank canvas. Let go of the past as you fully heal all of your wounds and traumas. It's like as if it has never happened. And so our bodies will also be restored as the shift, this reset, fully completes now. As the true divine masculine rises, again within us all, we don't wait for anyone out there to do it. It's your own divine masculine rising, you safeguarding your energy, your healing frequency, your time. Okay, and we still give from the heart, but this needs to be totally balanced out now, and we call the support in that we so deserve. And really the key to all of this is the art of non-attachment or detachment. It's really the key to you manifesting now your biggest dreams fulfilled. Okay, so embrace your crazy, your divine crazy. It's your real true self coming fully online. All those parts you've been demonizing, suppressing, you have been told are not desirable, you've been fragmenting from, it's where your true power lies. Okay, now, because as God, you are the creator and the destroyer. Remember, you're everything, literally. So literally, rise, cosmic dragons, rise. If not now, then when? If not us, who then? The devil, again, represents fear. Let him go already, okay? Let it go. And only you can free yourself from the prison of your own mind, okay? Trust your heart, follow it. It knows all the way home. It will lead you all the way home. Rumi does know what he's spoken about, okay? This is you breaking all ultimately imaginary curses, hexes, spells, and see through all of the illusions. Laugh at them, laugh at the devil, just like kids do. They have a fun with Halloween. They laugh at these. I used to watch, and I still can now, watch horror films, although I often don't. But, you know, it's no longer like kind of affecting me in a negative way, where temporarily it did, when you're kind of, I don't know, awakening, you're becoming much more sensitized. But as when I was younger, I loved all the kind of horror movies, that kind of stuff. And my daughter, I can see it, you know, she's the same. She can really embrace her dark side. You know, I was just saying to her, like, the other day, I'm so happy that you can embrace your dark side, because most people love to externalize it. They think they're just good and the bad is out there. That's the issue here. She has fun with it. Those kids have fun with it, that next generation. They embrace the shadow and the light. But they don't do it in an evil way. You know, she's just like, hey, I'm evil. Or, you know, doing something cheeky or whatever, trying to, I mean, not all of it is tolerable, but you get me. Generally, I'm speaking generally, when you let go of compartmentalization and judgments and thinking, this is good, this is bad, demons, bad. Okay? It's a fucking dream. Ashanata. You're imagining all of this, you're hallucinating. This was based in psychosis, inverted thought forms, and belief system. Like all the way the fuck up, smell the coffee. This is the time to do this, truly, or you'll be dragged. Again, I'm not worried about anyone. So this is where all the metatronic reversals fully being cleared, as you fully anchor the tri-wave, the Trinity wave, that God source consciousness, seeing everything through the eyes of God. This is where we are literally emitting that cosmic God source consciousness. The cosmic emerald and crystal diamond rosette network fully awakens. The cosmic heart fully awakens, the cosmic mind. We remember ourselves as God source consciousness embodied, as well as we are our own God sovereign free self, where we no longer, our realities can be so influenced like it has been before. So we maintain our own happy bubble. And that is basically us living our own new earth realities, no matter what happens, so to say, all right, around us. And many of us are able to access this right now. As you say, in full flow state, have forgiven everything, brought everything to peace, bring everything into full alignment, full integrity. This only happens as you really fully have purged your shadow pain body and have alchemized it back into pure gold. Okay, embrace your shadow self, your fear monsters, and face them. That's true self-love. You're loving it all the way up, everything, every part of you. No longer abandoning, rejecting, ostracizing no parts of you, of the one. Okay, where it's also like you make the necessary changes to fully align yourself with that, because again, you need to be it. And action is now where the divine masculine brings in the direction, the action steps, becomes the protector of the true divine feminine principle, and sees reality for what it truly is. This is how it changes, the mind principle within us all. And the throat chakra, fully like, again, this is us all stepping us up. This is all of us. The forerunner stepping up as the leaders that we came here to be. Okay? The true guardians of all new free worlds. The Emerald Order fully returned. The cosmic history records fully remembered through us. Igniting through the crystalline core ignition, the magnetic field and pole shift, fully completing now. All of this. Eshanata, Kusunatenu, Kunayanata. But again, you need to be the active change maker. You need to stop now. You need to be the active change agent, okay? To fulfill your own destiny, your own legacy, your own dharma, fully reclaimed, your own inheritance. Nobody's going to do this for you. You need to become fully God sovereign and free. Before I forget, I'm going to add a sound healing from one of my group container avatars, Kelly Moretta. She's a beautiful being. She did an inspired sound healing. She shared it on her YouTube channel, so I'm going to leave the link below. Check her out also on Awakened Soul Living, her website. I leave it also below. She also offers private sessions and other things and work. You can, have an opportunity to work with her. I can just highly recommend her as a beautiful being, a diamond avatar, truly. Because, for example, I don't offer private sessions. She's definitely someone I could recommend. I've worked with her, not on the receiving end, so to say, at that level. But I mean, we always receive back from the people we work with. I think you know what I mean. I can truly vouch for her beingness, so to say. If you want to check her out, the details are below. And also, I leave the link to the movie They Live, which comes in with the whole glitches some people are experiencing right now. Again, take it with a sack of salt, because also like it's from 88, but it's like when I put on the glasses and then I can see basically beyond the masks, beyond kind of basically the, let's say, reptilians hiding beyond human selves. But I mean, it's beyond all of that, beyond kind of intergalactic racism of these are reptilians, these are angelics, these are whatever, Christics, these are Andromedans, Syrians, whatever, okay? It's beyond all of this because all of our DNA has been mixed. It's more for fun. And also because in that movie, they make it out like these negative beings are from Andromeda, which is like, I mean, it's very much what the Cosmic Mother Principle holds. I'm very much connected to the Andromedans. This is really what also holds the Cosmic Heart Principle. So, again, take it with a bag of salt. But it's just fun, okay? Anyway, and there's actually the full movie on YouTube, so I'll leave the link below again. So, see everything from the observer state. As you no longer get triggered, it's just like, oh, that's interesting. As you observe the faults, see the masks fall. Okay, that's how you dissolve them. No longer feeding the faults with your fear, resistance, judgment. Okay, fully neutralize, as well as you just feel whatever you're feeling. But you get me, that's the difference. Okay, and it's like, oh, but interesting, instead of like being afraid or having to fight or run away from anything. Because that's you in separation, where you're just the observer, and that's how you dissolve the false matrix. Stop overthinking. It's a big one, please. I mean, the false ego mind is going all the way down with the ship. That false matrix reality, okay? Illusion, simulation. Feel the truth, love through your heart. That's the only way to know truth. That's going back to basics. I also left, when you want to check out, the only thing I really loved on my community page over the last week was a quick 10-11 minute video from Louise Hay. Back to basics really like helps you to realize that, again, all of our physical ailments, illnesses are down to mental, emotional imbalances, traumas, wounds that we need to resolve, clear, purge in order to return to full, true, eternal health, eternal life, fully realigning our life, our body, heart, mind, and soul with true cosmic God source consciousness. So you can check that out. So back to basics, okay? Stop over-analyzing, overthinking, being in your mind. You're not going to get there. Fully surrender to your heart, relax, allow surrender, all of you to source, to your heart, your own divine inner feminine, to true divine love, the Holy Spirit fulfilling you, full surrender. That's how you know truth, okay? Let go of everything that was fully, completely. Everything you believe to be true, not true, just hold on to it lightly. Okay, I'm always ready to be surprised by newer, higher levels of truth. Only your false ego self hangs onto any kind of belief systems, okay? Because it gives it some false sense of security that really holds you in that prison. So get ready to celebrate as you claim your own final ascent breakthrough, your diamond avatar rising fully like the phoenix from the ashes of the old and the false, okay? Burn it all the way the fuck down as the cosmic dragon said you are. Rise now. Ukuda kena setena shukunatara tekana sukunatai naka kunaye. Remember what you came here for. Fulfill your own destiny, your own hero's journey, your highest heroic potential. And that time is right now. Ushanate. So that's why we celebrate our well-earned success. It's been written in the stars, but you need to fulfill your own destiny, your dreams, your dharma, claim it. It's you redreaming you. Okay? It's like the card said about the cosmic womb. You're redreaming, reimagining yourself. And you're constantly doing this. You're not set. You're so many things. You're integrating, merging with the 144,000 archetypes of the Godhead. This is what these 144 superharmonic strands of DNA also represent, ultimately 144,000. Again, archetypes of the Godhead. It's aspects of the God self. And you are here to merge with all of that, not just one being, and recreate something totally new, as well as you're fully returning to your real, true core energy signature frequency, which is your core beingness. Again, beingness. All your sense of value, worth comes from the beingness, not what you have, not what you have to show for, not how much money you have. This means very little what we're accessing now. There are a lot of rich people who are very poor because they have no one to love them. They have no real connections in life, no true fulfillment. Material things will not do nothing anymore. And those who have, again, committed grave crimes against humanity to earn their success, their abundance, material wealth, this will be taken from them. If they want to repent, redeem themselves, they can start all over again. Otherwise, back to source. Everything has been fully reset. No more years of this, okay? It doesn't have to be, again, what you believe to be possible. Do you believe we need to go for many years of long-winded disclosure, or just waking up from the dream where you just remember what has happened? By the way, dreams, oh my God, like I don't usually remember dreams. I am now remembering more dreams over the last few days. They're very crazy. I don't remember too many details. But yeah, definitely interesting what's coming online now. So, I mean, I'm not going to go into this further more, like there's many things that are happening around dreams. This is already long enough. I don't even know how long I've been speaking, who's still listening or not, but forever what's worth. This is again my last present to you, so to say, of a long energy update, because I really truly not see them needed in this format anymore. I know we will be given, so to say, new roles. Everything is about to shift one way or another. We will see what plans out now. This will literally decide everything. And again, a lot of people who've been sitting on the sidelines, on the fences, there are some key players that will now come in and fully rise, especially the true divine masculines, fully rising their true power and bringing this all the way home. Okay? Goodie. Okay. Usha tena sekeno fuka aina. Now, fearlessly, limitlessly, boundlessly, fully rising as the diamond avatar, the sun god, goddess that you are. There's nothing else left to do. Just break through all remaining fears. This is the return of the one true cosmic family. The tribes fully reunited. Us pulling together and making this dream a full reality, our new Eden, our new earth, as we fully agree on the basics, as we fully remember ultimately what is really true here. And we no longer need to argue over it and discuss. Seriously. So as you dream yourself, everything changes, your reality changes, all through the infinite power of true divine self-love. And that's just it. So this is where we get to celebrate. It's all here. It's now, and that's just all I have left to say. All right, so So much love, so many blessings. Again, if you want to check out any of the details for the calls and activations that have been, or for the one on the 25th, the details are below in the description box. Again, supporting the true divine masculine rising, the sun god, god goddess, the diamond sons of God, the diamond sun template blueprint, fully ignited. Our KRYSTAR MERKABA vehicle, new earth realities, it's all here. This is where we fully ignite this, bring it all the way in as we truly believe in this. Okay? Fully aligned with all of that we are. Every thought, word, feeling, action we take. Again, the true divine masculine rising is the real event. It's the return of true divine love, justice, order. And again, it's happening from within the oneness, mostly, as well as you are here to make the magic happen. So remember what you came here for, how you fulfill your own destiny, and how you return all the way home. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love, so many blessings. Bye, bye, bye.